If you are the type of person who likes to spend your October evenings looking to get the willies in the woods, I highly recommend Doncaster Fear Factory, running for 12 nights through to Halloween 2024 with a scare zone, wandering actors and 5 haunted houses, each with their own unique vibe. Get on your knees, sinner, it's Diabolus, the Witches of Salem. I think your Crackle is possessed. Crackle Hill the summoning. Pounding the clown hole once more, it's the Pogo Club. Taking it up the tunnel for one final time in its last year, the Chasm. And brand new for 2024, let's explore your spooky factory with Friargate Foundry. Coming up in this episode, we'll go over practical tips for planning your trip to Doncaster Fear Factory in 2024 and give you our recommended plan of attack for getting the most out of the event. Hey, this is Stu for Outback Travel. I make videos like this one to help inspire your own spooky adventures. If you like the video or find it helpful in some way, please drop me a like and consider subscribing, as that really helps me out on YouTube. Thank you. Let's start with some practical info. Doncaster Fear Factory runs for 12 nights in 2024 from October the 11th through the 31st of October. Tickets start at £25 and go up to £45 on peak nights. Plus there's a couple of quid extra for a processing fee. There's discounted rates for both students and blue light card holders. The tickets allow entry to the hub area and one go through each of the 5 haunted houses. You will get a little card which will be marked off each time you complete the house. This year's card is A5, which seems comically big, so maybe bring a dossier wallet or a briefcase to carry around this important document. Why is it so big, Doncaster Fear Factory? Loving it though. There's also a Scaredy Cat ticket which is priced from £8 to £10 that allows just access into the event with no haunted houses, if you want to bring along your mates that are too scared to go inside the haunts. And you can also opt for a fast track version of the ticket, which allows one fast track entrance to each of the houses instead of going in the regular peasant queue line. Doncaster Fear Factory is located at Thornhurst Manor, a venue usually accustomed to the swinging of golf clubs, not chainsaws. The manor has a lovely restaurant which serves some great food if you wanted a nice meal before your evening of scares. Journeying inside the event, you wander deep into the forest, which is such a great setting for a haunt event. It definitely adds a spooky vibe to the evening just to be outside in the woods. Practically, of course, this can mean things get a little muddy underfoot, so recommend good outdoor shoes. There's a little bit of shelter in the hub area, but the queue lines are completely outside, so I'd go prepared for any autumnal showers. There's a lack of plumbing out in the woods, so just like bears, you'll be doing your business out there in some lovely portaloos. There's also a hub shop with selling merch and bottles, a food outlet, this hot drink and donut stand, and there's a waltzer ride which was £4 a go. I love that the attendant was running the cars with his chip and pin machine for payment. This is so 2024. Okay, let's go over my recommended touring plan. The 5 haunted houses at Doncaster Fear Factory all have their own individual tone and vibe, which is what makes the event so good. The sets are incredible, you get a real depth of detail. The acting is also on point, so you get some amazing impact scares, as well as contortion and the drama for story setting, just like the introduction to Crackle, which is done so well. If you are looking to do the houses in order of intensity, I recommend doing the houses in this order. There will be some mild spoilers, but I won't go into full details, just a little background on what to expect from each of the houses. So I recommend starting with Diabolus, the Witches of Salem. This is the shortest house of the evening and it's a great introduction to the event, especially if this is your first time. Next I go to Pogo Club. This one is fun, upbeat and has some humour that can break the tension a little. A really good example of a unique twist on a clown maze concept. The two furthest mazes at the back of the event are both quite extreme, but next I go for the Chasm. This one is all about claustrophobia and dark, tight spaces, if you like, or scared of that kind of thing. My choice for the penultimate house would be to do Crackle Hill the Summoning. This house has got a brand new storyline and feel for 2024, and they've dialed the intensity up to 11. So many great quick impact scares, it's on par with some of the scariest ones I've ever done. And finally, I'd recommend finishing with the new for 2024 house, Friargate Foundry. This one is based on the operator, the mascot or the icon of Doncaster Fear Factory. His factory of nightmares with a vault of past mazes, present mazes, which is why it makes sense to do the other mazes first before you do this one, and he tests his future mazes as well. So you're getting a little sneak peek at what might come to the event in the future, which is really, really unique. It's such a meta concept and unusual to see an event compilation maze in the UK. An incredible brave choice from Fear Factory, especially as this is the replacement for the much loved Yarnagate, but I believe it's paid off. It's a really great house. It's probably the longest house of the evening, and again it has those really good impact scares, so it's probably the best one to finish your evening off. In summary, although I was generously gifted my tickets by Doncaster Fear Factory, I wouldn't recommend anything I wasn't willing to spend my own money on, and indeed I will return to Doncaster Fear Factory to experience the event again, paying with my own pennies. So it's such a good quality of event for an independent operator and really stands up in the UK with the larger events like Tully's and Hallow Scream and Extreme Scream Park. The incredible sets, the quality of acting and scares make for a fantastic event. This is our third year of visiting the event and it's now a fixture in our annual haunt calendar and will be for many years to come. It's refreshing to see an event actively change a house each year, and there's usually a new one and the others get a bit of a refresh too, so it doesn't get too samey or boring when you're visiting each year. There's always a new surprise to make you jump, which has to be applauded because it's so often not the case with the UK haunts that churn out the same attractions year after year. It's nice to see Fear Factory going out of their way to make the event fresh every year. So that's our thoughts and tips for Doncaster Fear Factory in 2024. Are you visiting Doncaster Fear Factory this year? And if you have visited, what was your favourite house? Let me know in those comments below, and remember, until next time, stay safe on the way out and back.